Hi guys, it's Stone here, and today I thought I'd do something a bit different for a video. So recently I have been getting back into playing more Pokemon related stuff, and I decided I'm going to do a starters only tier list. So let's start with the first set, which will be the Gen 1 or Kanto starters. Bulbasaur used to be an E tier for me, but he has recently gone up to A tier. Ivysaur is kind of the middle evolution that I'm just not too keen on, but he's tolerable, so he'll go in C. And Venusaur in A tier. The next one on that is Mega Venusaur. I'm going to put a big preface here. I am not big on Mega Evolutions. I understand why it's like a big phenomenon and a lot of people like it. I just don't enjoy it. I'm just going to put it in D because it's a bit of a, I don't hate it. I'm not more willing to use it. It's just going to sit in the middle. Charmander's B. I used to have a massive obsession with Charmander, and as I've gotten older, I just have no interest in it. And here's the bit that sucks too, is it's the whole evolutionary line. If it's the last pick I have to pick, I will pick it, but otherwise, no. These will probably be one of the only or very few sets of Megas that will end up in the A tier. Squirtle's in D tier. Sorry. So, yeah, I've put Squirtle and Wartortle and Blastoise in D. They're not ones that particularly pique my interest, and they're not ones that don't interest me in any way. They're there, they exist, and that's sort of where I leave it. Whereas Mega Blastoise, I'm sorry, I don't like the design of it. I don't like Mega Blastoise in general. It's just not for me. The next set is the Johto starters, so Gen 2. We've got Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. Chikorita and Bayleaf and Meganium, as well as Mega Meganium. E tier. Not that I personally have anything against the Chikorita line, I just have no interest in it. For our first S tier, Cyndaquil. I have a lot of love and affection towards Cyndaquil. I still, as an adult, have this same love and connection to Cyndaquil as I did as a child. So that is why Cyndaquil is getting stuck there, and byproduct, so is Hisuian Typhlosion. Next one is the Totodile line, and Totodile goes into A. Totodile is my next pick if I don't have options for Cyndaquil. If I had options for both, they'd be both on my team. In terms of Mega Feraligatr, I am sorry, he is going in E. We have the Gen 3, which is the Hoenn, involves Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip. Now, Trico and Trico's second evolution, Grotile, are in C tier. I was going to put them in D tier, and then I thought, no, hang on. I think I like these guys more than these ones to put them in C tier. Sceptile is in B tier, and Mega Sceptile as well is in B tier. The reason why I split them is because I don't really like Trico or Grovyle in general. I just don't like their designs. They're cool, and I will use them compared to the ones in D and E. Torchic is one of those funny ones for me because I started with Torchic a lot of the time. Torchic was my main starter when I did play, so the Sapphire remake, I should say. So it was my main go. But in the time since I have done that, I have come to put Torchic and Combustion into B. They're cool, but they'd be a last resort pick. Whereas if I could forego all of the evolution and just have Blaziken and Mega Blaziken, they would be in A tier. The other controversial take I'm going to have here that a lot of people are not going to like is the Mudkip line. I'm sorry, I understand Mudkip is a very versatile Pokemon for a lot of people's teams, but I just personally don't like Mudkip. The Sinnoh Pokemon, and we've got Turtwig first. So Turtwig and Turtwig's fellow evolutions go in A. It is always my second pick if I cannot pick my first pick, which, if we can gather, is going to be Chimchar. I absolutely love Chimchar. I like Monferno and I like Infernape. It's automatic bias. These guys are going up here. Piplup, though, is kind of, it'd be my last pick. I like Piplup. I like Piplup's designs. I like Piplup's evolution line all in general. I just, yeah, it's kind of like a last pick for me. Is Unova, but there is a clear-cut line. Oshawott, Dewott, Samurott, and Hisuian Samurott are my top S tier. Snivy, for instance, will go, I'd put Snivy and Snivy's evolutions in C tier. I do like the evolution design. I do like the Pokemon. I have played with Snivy before in a run, but just doesn't do much for me. Tepig's evolution line, and Tepig goes up higher. I'm sorry. sorry. I very much like Tepig, I like Embor, and I even like the mega design for Embor, which I know was a newer one added. Then we have the Kalos region. Now this is where things get a bit more fuzzy because I've played X for about 5 minutes and then haven't touched it again since. I'd like to revisit it later on, but I barely played it. So I'm only going off of the sort of rough feeling on how I feel about most of these characters because I don't really know. I'm not interested in Chespin's evolutionary line at all. But Chestnaught's Mega Evolution is going to go in C tier just because I like the way it looks. Then we have my starter that I started with, which was Fennekin, and I'm going to put Fennekin in A tier just because it would be my second pick. It wouldn't be my top pick, but it'd be my second pick because it is what I started with when I did play it. Now, the other thing here that's going to annoy people is I have no interest in Froakies line, not even Ash's Greninja. I'm just not interested in it. It's not for me. The next major Pokemon game and generation I played was Gen 7, which is the Alola region, and I am going to just jump past Rowlet for a second because my next A tier is Litten. I have played Moon over at least 3 times since it released, and I have never ever once had the urge to ever change starters. And then we have Rowlet. Now, a lot of people like Rowlet, and I think Rowlet's pretty cool, but Rowlet's going to be like a last pick for me. I've never been interested in Rowlet. It's there. Like, I'd pick it over majority of these. Actually, no, I would pick Rowlet over all of these ones and sit the C to E tier, but Popplio's line, sorry, I don't like it. I know that Prismarine can be very versatile in a lot of battles within the Sun, Moon, and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon games. I just have no interest in it. We then get to Galar, which is Gen 8, so Sword and Shield. Now, we're going to have Grookey in A tier, just because it was the starter that I played with, and I actually really like Rillaboom. Also, I like when I Dynamax Rillaboom. The next ones in B tier is the Scorbunny line. I don't really have any interest in it. I actually would have put this down lower if I hadn't have gotten so used to dealing with Scorbunny Procopia. These guys would have been much lower. The next one is Sobble. Now, Sobble is actually going to go to A tier because I actually like Sobble. I really do. Yeah. Then we get to Paldea. Now, this is where it's going to get funny again here because I've only played this once. I had Sprigatito as my starter, so Sprigatito is going to sit here. Then Fuecoco becomes immediate A tier. I absolutely would love Fuecoco. If I had the option to have both Sprigatito and Fuecoco on a team, it'd be very much the same situation as Cyndaquil and Totodile. I'd have to have both starters on my team. The Quaxley line, it's E tier. I just don't like it. Coming starters for the Winds and Waves: Brute, Pombon, and Gekwa. Now, this is going to be something that's going to shake people. I'm going to put all of these guys in S tier, just because I really like the way they're designed and I think they're really cool. And it's the first time in a long time where I've genuinely liked all starters in a region. For the moment, these guys are all going to chill here until eventually Winds and Waves releases and I give it a go myself and figure out whether I have a particular favorite for the minute. So at the minute, they're all going to go there. Sorry, Pikachu fans. I'm not big on Pikachu. Eevee's a B tier. That's my pick. Pretty sure I have a big fire bias. Just saying. Yeah, how would you rank your tier system? I'd like to know. Let me know in the comments if you have any disagreements with my choices or if you agree with some of them. I'd be interested to see. I know that my opinion is going to ruffle some feathers, but that has been our Pokemon tier list today, and I will catch you guys in the next Calamitous Dawn. Bye, guys.